welcome to FountainFX on Thursday the 29th of May 2014. We have been looking at the Euro-US dollar, shorting the Euro-US dollar this week based on support and resistance levels that we've looked at on the daily and the 4-hour charts, and we've been executing on the 1-hour chart. So based on that, this red line at the bottom, this area of support, is the area where I have closed my order. So I've made 51 points in profit. So as you can see, price is starting to push up. We've got a very long wick here showing that we're getting some buying pressure coming into the market, which is expected as this is a previous area of support if we go all the way back to the left. So a significant area. So that's where we were expecting it. If we were sitting there hoping that, oh, it's going to continue to break and it might go down to the next level, which is another 90 points below, we are starting to place our opinion on the market rather than let the market tell us what it wants to do. So the point is, we take profit when we can take profit, and now we sit back and we look at what the market wants to do. If it wants to turn and go long, then we want to see it break the trend line and probably break this high that was formed on Monday morning at the 136.70 area. So we want to see it come all the way up 70 points and start to break above that for us to then start to think, well, maybe it wants to go longer. And at that point it may come all the way back up to this previous area of resistance here at the 137.30 and then turn again. We don't know. The point is that we have to plan our trades according to what the market is showing us and not what we think we want it to do. So I'm out of this trade, so now it's the opportunity to have a look. And while we're talking about this, Dana, I just want to say well done on your trade. She was came back and said she wanted to see a break below this area of support at the 136.15 to then stay with the trade. And that's what happened, so well done on that thinking and that observation. And so really that's it from in terms of the Euro-US dollar at the moment. We can go back into the bigger picture, but at the moment we wanted to see what's happening here. Now there is one simple thing that we could do. If we go down into the 1-hour chart, this is the strong uptrend that we're seeing here, the strong buying bar at the moment. Now in the 1-hour chart we can see that what's actually happening. What can we see happening on this? Well, we have a previous area of support running along here which could become resistance, and it's not far off that area of resistance there. So a healthy bet would be, let's put in a sell order up here at the 136.10, and price is pushing all the way up to it, which is very nice. Let's see, it's still pushing up. It's got quite a good amount of momentum. It hasn't broken the trend line. That's also confluence is the phrase, confluence with the trend line. Now this is the point where you don't want to get in on a trade, by the way, when the price is rallying hard like that. We have this area of support which we could choose to be resistance and sell at, and because we're getting this strong uptrend, okay, this strong up candle, then that's a good probability as well. We want to be able to see that this is the point where we can sell at and therefore get triggered into our sell trade. But we also need to double check on a few other things, so let's just go and see what the news is telling us. And the news is telling us there's nothing out there until 2:30 today on the US dollar. So it's not down to the news, it's actually market data that's moving. So question is, do we sell at this point? My personal opinion, I don't see why not. Price is going down, we're going in the direction of the trend. Previous area of support. Now price may push up above it like it did here. It broke above that before it then turned and fell. And we did have strong upward movement before price then started to fall in our favour. So it may be a case we want to wait until we see this fall, turn and fall, or we could just say, nope, let's put in the order. So based on how we work with MetaTrader 4, we go to the top, we click on new order, we then get our order screen come up, we click on the down arrow, we say pending order, we click on that, we choose a sell limit because price is not there just yet, and we type in the price that we want. So if you go to the right, it's 136.13, so that's 1.3613, and we say that's what we sell. Now it may not accept this because we're quite close to where the market price is at the moment. No, it's accepted that, so we're in. So therefore we've now got a black dotted line running across here saying yes, that's where your sell order is, and that's where we want to enter our sell. So we're now in. We are now just going to wait and see what the market does. Now in all intents and purposes, if you look here where price turned, we had an order flow where price went down and up and down and up before it then fell and pushed all the way down to this low. We could see that price may push all the way up to the 136.20 before it starts to turn and fall back again. But that is really where the opportunity is. We're still in a downtrend. It hasn't broken that downtrend. We can see that there is actually some strong buying pressure, some bullish pressure coming through. However, we want to look at the fact that the MACD is starting to show some signs of weakness. This MACD line is lower than the previous one. So it may be a good point in which to enter. If we remember when we came back to here, where we were at the first place, price was here, and then price went higher and the MACD was lower, and price went all the way up there and the MACD was like insignificant from where it was previously. So we had MACD divergence before price finally fell. So we'll have to give it some room to turn, hopefully, and then we will see whether or not it will actually push down. But obviously, if price comes all the way up to this previous area of resistance up here at the 136.38, then it's clearly not going in our favour. It's not going in the direction we would like it to go. We need to get out of the trade before it gets there, basically. I would say probably put your stop around about the 136.30. So we are looking at around about 20 points of risk, and we've got the potential to make 20 points of gain if it just turns and comes all the way back down to here. But it could potentially push all the way through this and then run down to the other area of support. But we're not in our trade just yet because we have chosen a higher point of resistance, of entry on this area of resistance. And it may mean that we don't actually get triggered because price hasn't really managed to get all the way up there. But we will see. So we've let price run for about another 30 minutes, and we can see that this candlestick, this very bullish candlestick, is now closed, and it's closed up into this previous area of order flow. But it's not too alarming because it was the area where price, the origin of price, where it did fall from at around about the 136.20, 136.15 level. And so therefore we're looking at prices pushed up into that. It has turned. We are starting to see a bearish candlestick form off this, which is good. If we start to see, if this is just literally a minor pullback, like happened here, or let's say for example here, a minor pullback, and then we start to get bullish candlesticks forming after this, like price is now starting to push up. If we continue with bullish candlesticks, then one, I've got my stop in at the top, so it will take us out for a 20-point loss. Okay. However, we also want to see if the MACD starts to decline. If the MACD continues to push up, we can see that at the end of the day, this is just purely a very bullish momentum. It's coming off significant support, so therefore this is clearly the price has turned, the market has changed in direction, and we're now starting to see some strong upward momentum, and therefore we shouldn't be shorting. So we've got an opportunity here for price to fall, but if it doesn't, we need to be very quick at getting out and cutting our losses. And that's really it from FountainFX. We will take a look at this tomorrow and see how it pans out, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.